Hey everybody, KC here, recording this on what ended up being a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Connecticut. Actually, it kind of feels like spring might be getting here. You're watching it on Monday morning. I hope you had a good weekend, as low stress as a weekend could be in this environment. You know, I just came back from taking Spencer for a walk through town, and it was interesting. I'm concerned a little bit about the impulses that I think a lot of people are beginning to have. I know I feel this way. As you're walking down the street and you see somebody coming towards you, you sort of either cross the street or move out of the way because you want to give people space, which is the socially responsible thing to do. You put up your mask, right, and you give them some space. And yet this feels sort of, I don't know, antithetical to the way human beings want to behave. You know, we want to connect, not disconnect. And we're being forced to disconnect in a lot of different ways. You know, as I walk in the dog and these two little kids wanted to come over and pet the dog, I say, no, I'm sorry. I wish you could, but not right now. Maybe another time. And again, normally I'd say, oh, pet the dog. Dog is great. Dog would love it and the whole thing. So I worry a little bit about us developing a kind of muscle memory when it comes to disconnecting from people. On the other hand, if you don't disconnect from people right now, you're sort of being irresponsible. Went to Stu Leonard's this weekend, and I have to say, as I'm walking through the store, and they do a really good job of kind of explaining to people about social distancing and all that kind of stuff, there are a lot of people who didn't seem to care, who would just cut you off. They'd walk close to you. They would get annoyed if I would wait to kind of give somebody from some space to get through. And people would sort of get annoyed. They had things they wanted to get done. So there are these conflicting impulses that we all have, disconnecting and sort of just living the lives the way we want to live them. Right now, I think it's important to do the thing that's responsible, but it just feels weird. But maybe we have to get past weird. On the other hand, clearly people do want to connect, right? Because we had more than 30 people who came on Friday when we did our second morning Newsbeat Virtual Happy Hour. It was terrific. We ended up having a great industry-oriented conversation about e-commerce and e-grocery and supply chain, and got a little bit more intense than the first one did, but it was really, really interesting, and people connected in a way that they might not have had we not done it. And I'm sort of kicking myself. I wish I'd been doing these for years as opposed to waiting to the point where I go out to cities and meet people in bar and restaurants. So yeah, people do want to connect. There's so many conflicting impulses here. And I think it's going to be a real challenge for retailers in all businesses, including my own, to figure out how to strike the right balance. But it's the kind of thing, at the very least, we have to pay attention to. We can't just ignore it and hope, water finds its own level. We're going to have to be actively trying to figure out how to do this and establish the right tone, the right balance in our businesses. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.